Now part of our workout is our cool down. So we're gonna get our foam roller. I'm gonna show you first how to stretch out through the quads. So we're gonna come and lay down all the way onto the mat. And we're gonna bring the foam roller under the right quad. So your left knee can be out to the side for support. And your arms, you can bring forearms down to the mat. And then we're gonna roll all the way up to the hip. And walk our hands out, roll all the way down to the knee. If you keep your core engaged and kind of tuck, you can bring more of your body weight down onto the foam roller and get a little bit more of a stretch there. And if you find a spot and you're like, oh, that's a really tight spot, you can begin to bend and straighten through the knee, right, while staying on that spot, or you can kind of shift your weight right and left until you feel a slight ease in that spot. Okay, and then we're going to come to the other side. So shift it over onto the left quad and roll all the way from the hip up towards the knee, putting as much or as little body weight pressing down onto the foam roller as you like. And if you find a spot, bend and straighten through the knee. And the next one we're going to stretch is the IT band. So we're just going to shift over to our side. Again, I like to have my both hands down kind of on the mat for some support. And then my leg out in front or behind to help press as I roll all the way from the top of the hip there that we really worked out with those leg swings. And then all the way down, continue to roll towards the knee. You don't want to roll on the kneecap. Roll all the way down and all the way up to the quad. And oftentimes people find this one is pretty tight. So put as much or as little pressure on the foam roller as feels comfortable. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Lift up onto the foam roller. Begin to roll on the hip. And work your way all the way down towards the knee. Off the foam roller, and we're going to stretch the last part of the legs, which is the inner thigh. So we'll lay down again, have your leg out, kind of bent at a 90-degree angle if you can get it there, and we're going to place the foam roller right underneath that knee. Now right here, I don't feel much pressure on the foam roller, so I'm going to lift up into one of our forearm planks and really press down into the foam roller as I roll all the way up to my hip and all the way back down to my knee. Making sure to get the attachment points of the muscles next to the joints. That's usually where they're the tightest. And then I'm going to switch to the other leg. Again, lifting up into my forearm plank to put a little more pressure down. So I roll all the way up to the hip and all the way down to the knee. Or if that's too much for you, you can just bring your hip down to the mat and roll the knee out. And last stretch with the foam roller. We're going to open through the chest. So we're going to bring it down so it's going to be in line with our spine. We're going to turn around and take a seat. onto the foam roller. If it's too much on your head, you can again support with your hands and bring your feet out to the side. And just let your chest open. Couple nice big deep breaths here. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can always take your foam roller and just roll onto your back. So keeping the knees bent. Place it down and roll all the way up the spine and back. Nice and gentle, all the way up through the shoulders and all the way down. Then we'll release the foam roller and take a couple more stretches. So reclined pigeon is the first stretch. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee and begin to press the right knee out. You should feel this in the hip on the right side. If you don't, you can pick up your left leg, interlace all 10 fingers around the left thigh, bring your head and neck to rest down onto the mat, and pull your leg a little closer. And you should feel that right in the side on the right over there. And gently release. We'll switch to the other side. Cross left ankle over right knee. Begin to press the left knee out. Feel it in the left hip. If not, interlace all 10 fingers around the right thigh. And gently release head and neck down to the mat as you pull the leg in a little bit closer. Just until you're feeling the stretch through the left hip. Couple nice big deep breaths here. If you're not feeling this on either side, you can flex through both feet and use this leg to press a little deeper. And you could use your left elbow to press the knee away. And release. And we'll take a gentle twist for the spine. Left leg comes out long. And bring the right knee in. And we'll cross it over the body. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. And just let gravity take the knee over as far as you can. If the shoulder is popping up, you've twisted too far, that's a little too much torque on the spine. So just come back wherever you're at, where your shoulders touch the mat. And release back up to center. Bring the left knee in, send the right leg out long, and cross the knee over the body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat, and just let gravity do the work. I like to have my hand there to guide the knee over, but I'm not pressing down. Couple nice big deep breaths here. Nice gentle twist through the spine like you're wringing out a washcloth. And back up to center. And we'll take a nice gentle Shavasana. You can keep your knees bent, feet out, knees in together. That'll help create a nice neutral spine. Arms out, palms up to the ceiling. You can gently close your eyes and just take a few nice gentle breaths here. Gently begin to wiggle through the fingertips and wiggle through the toes. Maybe roll the wrists and the ankles. And take a gentle roll to one side, using your arm muscles to press all the way up into a seat. whatever comfortable seated position feels like to you. And good job, you made it through week 1, day 1. So listen to your body, take any modifications that you need to. If you need a little bit more of a workout, you can always add in more rounds, go back to the middle part of the video, or you can always do the harder modifications. But good job today, and we'll see you later this week for day 2.